Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Okie Podcast. On today's episode, I have some very great friends on. We're going to talk about ghosts and scary stuff, and they also took a paranormal class. So we're going to talk about that and get to know them and get creepy. Yeah, I don't know what to call it yet. I was thinking Creep Fest or something like that. Spooky. But I don't know. You guys can help me out with that. So, my guests today are Sharla Davis, Angela Davis, Jesse Tabor. My bad. Bro, I haven't seen you in so fucking long. Jesse Tabor.
The pressure.
They weren't sure if I was coming. So.
And then we have some audience members.
Excuse me, managers.
Audience managers.
Assistants.
Yeah. Emily Davis. No. Emily. Huh? Hicks. Okay. Yeah. I can't hear you. You're not in the mic, so I have these are like powerful. Sorry. And Marcus Jones.
Oh shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
Leave that alone.
No, I was Marcus's boss at Osage, so we go way back.
Was that true?
Yeah, it's true. No. So how's it going? What's up?
Great.
Good.
Great. Just want to preface that we're not professionals in any
Who cares?
way, shape, or form.
And we're
What?
We're just here.
beginners.
We're beginners, so you learn as we learn.
Well, that's the first step is actually doing it. So
Yeah.
Kudos. Hopefully you guys can get it started, get it going, get a YouTube channel going, and just do your own thing.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Why the hell not? Mm-hmm. And Jesse,
Yes.
get your artwork out there.
I've been drawing stuff here and there. Yeah.
Start commissioning stuff.
I drew something for Angel.
Oh yeah. By the way, sorry, I have info from that.
So if they want to buy some of my artwork, they can buy from Angel.
Yeah. Before we start, let me tell everybody about Clown Purgatory. So that's our friends.
Yeah.
Angel and Bay. They put on a clown spook house.
You should have.
I don't think they did. I don't think they did it last year because of COVID. Yeah. So this year they're starting back up, 29th and the 30th. It's free, so if you want to go get scared, have some fun, go check it out. It's gonna be at 11118 South 102nd East Avenue in Bixby. Go check out the Facebook.com or go check out the Facebook page, Forbidden Clowns. So there's more info. I'll be plugging it throughout this month. So I forget it's the first of this month.
Angela here will be a clown at one of the nights, by the way.
Yeah,
Friday
you told me
night.
that. Yeah.
Friday night.
You better scare some people.
Will you try to summon ghosts while you're at the Clown Purgatory? Like as a, I don't know. Wait.
I mean, I could.
Okay.
I'll bring my
great.
dowsing rods with me.
And this is the first episode. Well, not the first episode, but I guess it is. It's the official, unofficial start of season 2. I have video now, so we're gonna start incorporating that. You okay? And
That was Jesse.
I know. And so just want to shout out some friends real quick. If you need any branding expansion, hit up One Trip Media. Those are my friends Wes and Brittany. They're really great people. They help me a lot with what I got going on, and they're just badass people that are doing what they love and want to do all the time. And hit them up on Instagram, One Trip Media, Shooting for Balance, and on Facebook as well, One Trip Media. Website also, go check that out if you need to expand your brand in drone work, video work, photography, website, graphic design. They do it all. So hit them up. Let them know I sent you. We're really great friends. So just, yeah. So hit them up. Also, Roofing with Thomas. If you need a new roof, I know hail season's over, but that shouldn't stop you from getting a new roof. So go out and get a new roof from Roofing with Thomas. Thomas Longacre, friend of the show, on episode 8, I believe. It's been so long, but he's coming back on the show. I
saw that episode.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Good bro. So hit up Roofing with Thomas. And yeah, so I'll think of more people to shout out.
Question. The plural of roof. Is it roofs or roofs?
Hooves? I don't know. I'm not that smart. You're asking the wrong guy.
I'm not that smart either.
Jesse?
I think it's ROFS because I don't know. I never heard anyone say roofs.
I like roofs better.
Is it roofs?
ROVES.
Is it ROVES?
I don't know.
Maybe.
This is the first time it's been brought up. If anybody knows, at me on Instagram.
I'm gonna look it up.
Jesse's looking it up right now.
ROFS.
Sponsored by Freak Show. No, just kidding. No, we're not. But seriously, if you want to sponsor it, go ahead. But yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming over. I know.
It says roofs is a standard plural of roof.
Roofs?
Roofs, yeah. But elsewhere, roofs is fairly common, but becoming less so. So it's both.
Oh, it's both.
Oh, shit. See, I didn't know that.
Bam.
I just say
Both.
roofs, I guess.
Oh, sorry.
DMX here.
Oh.
Yeah, they called him through Jesse.
Well, it was the old Arsenio Hall show, back
I mean, I can ask if he's here.
I wouldn't mind DMX. So, so Angela and Sharla were in a paranormal class. It's finished now, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So they brought their gear, some recorders, an old school tape recorder, some kind of balls. I don't know. And some cameras over there, some sage, and those rods. Dowsing rods?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Mike, please. No, I'm just kidding. No, dowsing rods. Okay. Yeah, so she's holding those. Hold them up. I don't know. Maybe people can see it. So, yeah. We'll get into that soon. But just introductions. Kind of tell us a little bit about yourselves. You're from here. You grew up around here. And then we'll kind of just let into you two trying out this class, I guess. And then what you learned and what you want to do with it. And then we'll just talk some scary shit. So whoever wants to go first.
Before I drink some more wine, I thought I would maybe read the definition of a ghost.
Okay.
According to history.com. What is a ghost? The concept of a ghost, also known as a specter, is based on the ancient idea that a person's spirit exists separately from his or her body and may continue to exist after that person dies. Because of this idea, many societies began to use funeral rituals as a way of ensuring that the dead person's spirit would not return to haunt the living. Places that are haunted are usually believed to be associated with some occurrence or emotion in the ghost's past They are often a former home or the place where he or she died. Aside from actual ghostly apparitions, traditional signs of haunting range from strange noises, lights, odors, or breezes to the displacement of objects, bells that ring spontaneously, or musical instruments that seem to play on their own. I'm glad I got that out of the way.
So now everybody knows what a ghost is.
Mm-hmm.
Definition-wise.
Definition-wise.
Definition-wise. I didn't know that. I just thought it was a person that... That was Patrick Swayze, so, yeah. In the movie Ghosts. I'm older than you guys. You probably haven't seen that.
You're not older than me, son.
Yeah, Jesse. But yeah.
I think I'm vampire status now, though.
What do you mean?
Vampire status. I stopped aging, and it is what it is.
Same.
Aging is for chumps.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't... Well, it was hard to believe you were what you say you were.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
say you are. I thought you kept fucking around with me.
Oh, yeah.
That entire time I worked at River Spirit.
Yeah, I was like 30. I told him I was 39, 38, and he goes, "Shut up." And he walked away. He'd laugh. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Oh.
whatever, dude.
And then I tell him again one day, say, "Shut up, go away." And like, so I just started lying to people. I was like, "Yeah, I'm 29," you know. So.
Yeah, dude, you don't look 60 at all. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, if I was 60.
You'd have the cure.
I'm not
They'd be after you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The government.
Yeah, they'd want
I wouldn't even be here right
they
now.
want
I'd
your
be like-
blood. They want your fucking...
I'd be in a lab. Right?
Yeah, you'd be in a lab tied up. Stranger Things.
Because he has no children, that's why.
Oh,
Yeah,
big
no
factor.
children.
Don't get
That's why
children.
you guys look
Just
so
get-
young, too.
Yeah.
You and Charmin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just super tired. What we could do? Where's our... Oh, she go in her room? Our dog?
The dog doesn't like me.
She likes you. But yeah, so introduce yourselves a little bit, you know. Grow up here. Did you grow up together or apart or...
Oh, I'm Sharla. This is my sister, Angela. We took the class together. I'm actually more into UFOs, but we saw the ghost class advertised, decided to take that. Never really was into the paranormal until I had my own experience that I just could not deny. And this was 10 years ago in 2011. I was on my way to the Canes Ballroom, going down 75, going to see Ghostland Observatory, kind of this funky band with my niece. We're driving along over by the river, and I see something in the sky. I'm like, that's weird. You know, it's October 2011. I'm like, are they putting Christmas stuff up? That's really weird. What is that? Couldn't really make out what it was. Something suspended in the sky. And I can feel my niece. She's staring out the window too, but I don't say anything. We get closer, and finally she says, "What's that?" And there's a lot of construction on 75, as always, near downtown. Mm-hmm. And I had sort of a psychological block. Like, I knew something was there, but it's almost like I didn't want to admit or believe that it was there. But from my recollection, there were a series of about 10 to 12 spheres just suspended in the sky. It was almost like they were on the same plane over the river, moving in unison, and I just could not believe it was there. It would be like if an elephant just walked into this room. You couldn't deny that it was there.
Mm-hmm.
I had my GPS on because of all the construction to get to the Canes. That messed up. Bluish lights. So we go to the concert. We're like, we really don't know what that was, but we're going to enjoy this concert. The next day, there are 2 videos on YouTube. One is UFOs over Blue Rose. You can see how, and of course it doesn't look anything. The video looks nothing how it looked in real life. Mm-hmm. And also, the people from Occupy Wall Street, Tulsa. There was a video that someone who was camping out protesting, they put up a video and you can see lights kind of going over the buildings downtown. And I got on that YouTube video. I was like, what is going on here? And of course, the typical, well, probably lanterns. It's people skydiving. But, I mean, do you skydive into skyscrapers? I don't know.
I don't know either.
That seems kind of dangerous.
Yeah, it does.
The closest thing I can think of it looking like now would be if you've seen pictures of Starlink, the Elon Musk project. I think he's trying to get, the internet to everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like now. Maybe it could have been a precursor to that. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Therefore, unidentified. But what also was weird is that makes several generations in my family of UFO sightings. Going back to my dad and then my niece after me. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what that means. Whoa. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Why you guys?
I feel like we're chosen. I don't feel like everyone can see them.
No. I've seen them in the daytime. When we lived in Mexico, I would drive. I don't know if you've ever seen any, but driving in daytime, I just look up and I'd see a tiny silver dot. Like it was hovering or something. And I'd look and I'd look down again and I'd say, whoa, look up, and it was still there. And then it looked like it was just pulling out of existence, and you couldn't even see it anymore, but you could the sun was on it. And I always feel like I saw those kind of a lot, and I always felt once I seen it, maybe they had eyes on me or some shit.
Yes.
Yeah, and then it would pull away, but that's what I thought in my head, and I just never really told anybody damn, maybe they can see me, say, oh, somebody's seen us, and then they'd pull out or whatever they do. So that's the only. And then when I moved there, I had a bunch of crazy ass alien dreams when I moved there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then somebody said, I don't know, they didn't just fuck with me, but they said, well, if you dream about them, that means they took you. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah.
What did they do to you, Russell? What do you think?
So my dream was when I first moved there, I remember I was in this building, this tall building I'd never been in before. And there's all these rooms and stuff. And it always seems like my dreams always end up in a building with a bunch of empty rooms, or a hallway with different rooms. But I knew this was a building because I was way up in it. And so I remember I was just trying to get down where I was, and I was being chased. I knew I was being chased, but I didn't know from what. And so there's all these, I went down further, and there's all these doors that started popping up. And I opened the doors, there were these, I guess grays, tall, skinny grays, And see, when I moved there, I never thought about aliens or anything. I remember as a kid, I'd watch, you ever remember that show Sightings on Sci-Fi? So there's a show called Sightings where they talked about aliens and Bigfoot, and I mean, it was creepy ass stuff, and I'd watch it, and it was intriguing to me. And so when I was a kid, though, I was into that. When I started growing up, though, I kind of shifted away from it, just growing up, and you don't really think about that stuff anymore. But I remember that show, and they drew the grays with big heads, just long heads and stick body and stick arms. So that's what was in my dream. Open a door, and I remember like being so afraid, and I'd shut the door, and then every door I went to, there was like another one, and then finally like they started like grabbing me, like grabbing me, like trying to get me from leaving or something. So finally, in my dream, I punched one. Boom. And I like punched through its like head. Like it was so like flimsy. Like I didn't like, it just felt like nothing. Boom. And I was like, and then my dream, I was like, oh wow, I think I could take them all. So they all started like, it was like the Matrix, the second one, where they're all those agents are attacking Neo. That's what they started doing. And I just started like punching like through all of them. Boom, boom, just like hitting them left and right and shit. And then they all just started like dying. And then like I woke up and I was like, well, that was weird. Like I've never like even thought of like aliens or anything like that. And then and I had another dream where it was the same thing, right? It was the same thing. And I was like, oh, I've been here. Like I kind of noticed like I was dreaming. I was like, oh, I know what to do. And when I punched this time, I broke my hand in my dream. Yeah, it was so fucking weird. And I was like, oh, and then really like I got fucking scared. So then and they were like stronger that time though. And I was like trying to maneuver out and get out of there. But it was like a never ending building of getting out. Like I couldn't get out. And so then I woke up and I was like, holy shit. So finally I told my friend, damn, I forgot his name. But I told him like we went to breakfast, I think, before class, and I was like, man, this crazy ass dream. And I told him the first one, and I told him the second one, and he was like, dang, man. He's like, this is what he said. He said they probably took you, and then you didn't respond well the first time. So then the second time they knew like what to do. And I was like, man, don't fucking say shit like that. Like, so I mean, it kind of freaked me out, but I was like, they couldn't take me. Like, we have all these kids here or college students here, and there's security here. Like, I don't think it could take me, but from what the stuff I've like read though, they have a bunch of technology that we don't even have, and we don't even know like where we're at or what the fuck like even was before us. There's like all these ancient alien stories and shows and all this stuff, and it's like a lot of interesting stuff that has possibly happened before us. I don't know. There always seems to be like a doomsday thing that happens. Like maybe that civilization gets too smart, or maybe they're handed something and they fuck over everybody. And I don't know. Like it's weird. Like it's weird to think like are we heading towards that same thing with all this stuff now? It's like, so I don't know. And then alien wise, like drones. What was I talking about? Oh, have you heard of Project Bluebeam? Have you heard of that?
Refresh me. I think I have, but
so Project
Blue Book and
Bluebeam is it was supposed to be a staged UFO invasion, I guess. This was on TikTok, so don't go after me, go after TikTok. So I just watch this shit, but I mean that's interesting too. Like TikTok has like a bunch of stuff, but Project Bluebeam was I guess June 1st they were supposed to stage a rapture, I guess.
Oh.
But then blame it on aliens.
Mm-hmm.
That way they could make a one world order to where we all have to band together to fight the aliens, and then that one world order will fuck over everybody, I guess. So basically, like, I guess what I've seen is they make drones that can actually suck people up into their ship, make them disappear. What they're doing is, like, I guess they put them in, I think it's the Denver airport underground or some shit like that. Because there's a whole thing about that too, where there's like an underground
tunnels.
Yeah, tunnels.
Tunnels
and
are
it's
a big
like,
thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's yeah. So I mean, there's like all kind of shit going on, and I mean, it's just like a bunch of information, but you don't know what to believe. Like, it's interesting to listen to and hear, and just kind of think about like what if like that really did happen. But see, remember they were supposed to release like a bunch of alien stuff prior to that. Somebody leaked like, oh, they're gonna release alien, like the government's supposed to release like a bunch of alien stuff. And I think they were, I don't know if like Project Bluebeam ruined that because they just said, yeah, there's stuff out there that we don't know about. That's all they said. Like, but there was supposed to be like a big giant document about what it actually is and stuff. But that was all they said. Like, yeah, we acknowledge them. Like, and then I think like maybe that release ruined their, I don't know, you know, like I think we found out before, like we're not everybody's stupid and naive. Like people see stuff. You see stuff. I've seen stuff. I don't know about you two or you two. I don't know, but I've never seen stuff at night. About
Never
you,
at
Angela?
night.
Once I saw something burning up in the sky.
For real?
Yeah, it looked like a plane. And whenever I got home, I asked my parents. This is back in the mid '90s.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, was there like a plane crash or anything? Like anything on the news? They're like, no, but I know I saw because I kept staring at it. It was just like burning flames.
Like crashing into the
It
ground?
wasn't crashing. It was still just like
Just
moving across
flying?
the sky, but there was like fire.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Seems like that's another moment where you're like, am I really seeing this? Am
Yeah,
I
my friends were in the
crazy?
car with me, and like I was the one in the back seat. I just kept staring at it, and like it's like they weren't phased at all. Like they thought, like, oh yeah, cool, okay. Like, and I'm just like, what is it? Like, like scared. Like, are we about to die? Like, what's going on?
Well, that movie, was it Fire in the Sky? That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. See, like when I was a kid, though, I was so like sightings scared me, and then like movies scared me. And I remember Fire in the Sky is when they abducted that dude and they started experimenting on him, and they showed the whole thing. It's based on a true story, I guess. And when I heard that, I was like, damn, like that could be me, you know, like as a kid. And man, we would have to go like to my aunt's in Red Rock country, way out, like just pitch black at night, and the only light is the moon. And I remember like us driving there around afternoon time. It's me and my mom and my grandma, and then we'd get finished like around 10, and it'd be pitch black out there. Have to come back to the highway on a dirt road for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just driving on that dirt road out into nothing. And man, I remember like being in the back seat, just like looking at the sky, like we're gonna get abducted. They're gonna do stuff to us, and they're gonna pour that whatever they poured in our eyes and shit. And that always freaked me out. Like that movie freaked me out to where I was like, it's gonna happen any night, and it's just us on the road. Like nobody's gonna know what happened to us, but it never happened. I don't know. Maybe I just freaked myself. I guess I just freaked myself out for nothing. But I always thought like we're gonna get probed or whatever the fuck happens up there.
I don't know if you've ever heard of this lady named Barbara Bartholic. She was from Tulsa, and she was a world-renowned UFO researcher. Supposedly, one of the characters.
Are we still going? Do you think?
You want me to get my other tripod and do it on my phone?
No. It's working now. What the fuck? Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties. I don't know.
That's the problem. That's the problem when you're trying to search for paranormal.
Well, it's on now.
Yeah, you never know.
When you start talking about it, start messing up your equipment and stuff.
Something
Yeah.
I wanted to say before I forget again about the Barbara Bartholic thing. She had a theory that the aliens or whatever fed off of the negative energy of meth users.
For real?
Yeah,
What?
we have a lot of that here, so
Actually, yeah. It's getting strong. Like,
Yeah.
even back home and shit.
Meth users?
What was her
Oklahoma.
reasoning for that? Like, what's with the meth?
I'm not sure. But another interesting part of her story is she was somehow involved with. Does everyone know what Heaven's Gate is
I've heard of that. Remind me.
out in California, the people, they all committed suicide when the Hale-Bopp comet came through.
Oh, yeah.
And they had
Yeah.
they all were wearing the same thing, the Nikes, and Nike had to discontinue that shoe
What?
and everything because
Whoa.
But that cult was actually at Keystone Lake for a short time, and Barbara Bartholic, worked with those people. I think they were called like Bo and Peep. Something strange.
Whoa.
So yeah, there's Oklahoma connection.
Whoa.
To Heaven's Gate, y'all.
So it was
Scary.
all of them from Keystone, and they traveled up there, I guess.
I guess.
And maybe they
I guess.
got more people to.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Yeah, I never.
Strange.
Yeah. Well, I remember that. I like vaguely remember that, but that's new. What was it? Barbara what?
Bartholic.
Bartholic? Okay. When did she pass away?
I want to
Unexpectedly.
say, I'm not sure, 90s maybe?
Oh, really?
1990s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we talked about her at work.
We probably did. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm always,
and I forgot.
because you don't really hear about too many females leading the way in UFO research.
Yeah.
So
Whoa.
I'm kind of into her.
Oh. Is that still on? Weird. Yeah. Stop messing with my stuff. Ghost or aliens, whatever. But yeah. Angela,
Yes.
any thoughts?
On aliens or
Yeah.
Or ghosts.
Ghost, whatever.
I don't know. I think Jesse has some.
Remember that guy Tracy that used to work at our? He was big on. One of the people used to work at the casino he had his own ghost YouTube channel and everything.
For real?
Yeah. We should have invited him now that I think about it. He was big on ghosts, but his wife made him stop because he didn't want to bring anything home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like investigations and stuff?
Yeah, you go investigations, creepy place, have his little reader out, and like electromagnetic reader, and then he would just be like, I think I heard something,
Damn. You don't work there no more?
He don't work in there anymore. I think he went to Osage, or we're not sure where he went to though.
Maybe the ghost took them.
Maybe he found out too much.
Yeah.
I used to try to talk to ghosts. I used to play around with Ouija board.
For real? What the fuck?
And I know one day I had one on my wall and I had like a little pendulum. And this is when I still worked at River Spirit. And they would give me like names, kind of. And then it wasn't really working one day. I couldn't see what it wanted to go. And a tremor happened and shook my cup.
You did this at work?
No, I did it at home, but I still worked at River Spirit.
You just said work though.
Oh, work. Oh, I still worked. Oh yeah, I did say that.
What now?
There was a time I was dating this girl and we were trying to summon ghosts, and they kind of followed us around.
What the fuck? So, are you on TikTok?
No,
Okay, so dude, there's like all kind of stuff on TikTok.
I have researched like ghosts and stuff. Like
Well, people are
the
doing
big, tall, skinny ghosts, and
people are doing like summonings on TikTok. There's this guy. I watched this video. It was a live video though, but it's called the 7 Deadly Sins.
really.
Seance. I don't know. It's
The problem with that though, like you don't know which ones are faking and which ones aren't. For the views, but like,
So here's what happened was he turned all the lights off. He had candles on, and then he made a circle of, is it salt? Is it you use salt?
yeah,
or?
you saw it to like protect your.
Yeah, so I guess it was a circle salt circle. Sorry, salt circle. Fuck. Circle of salt.
A circle of salt.
Circle of salt. And but he stood in there and he was chanting something, I guess. But I think the full video is on YouTube. But it was just like clips of it. and he was holding a candle, I think, and he was saying whatever you need to say, and then so his back was against a window, and so the light shined in, like there was a light shining in from the street, I guess, street light. And so you could see like his shadow, and then once he started like doing stuff, there was another shadow.
Oh shoot!
Like right behind him, but it was like hunched over, like an old person or some shit, like an old hermit, I guess. Like this hunched over shadow, and it was moving around behind him. And then so somebody on the live was like, yeah, like, yo, whatever, dude. Like, who's your friend or something? And then when he turned around, there was nothing there. It went away when he turned around. He was like, man, y'all playing too much. Y'all playing too much or whatever. And then he was like, he kept doing it. And then he heard like crashing in his room, I guess. And so he goes, he got his camera and he stepped out of the circle. So from what I understand is I had the historical natives on. They research this stuff, but you're not supposed to ever step out of the circle until you've done the entire thing. You're supposed to start it and finish it and tell the thing to leave. So you're not supposed to ever leave your circle because it protects you. And so he left it because he heard crashing in his room, and house is all dark, and there's another like street light by his room. Oh man. So, you know, he hears something like tearing up his room, and he's like, hello, like who's in there? And then he's all like getting scared, and this thing, like, it's still like hunched over or whatever, and it peeks out, like it starts peeking out, like, and that's what freaks me out. It's stuff that does that, like it peeks out at you, like, and it goes in, and it goes out, like it, I don't know, and then it started doing that, and you could just see like this shadow figure doing that, and it was doing it like, oh my gosh, like real subtly, and then it started like coming out more, and he was like, who is that? Who are you? And then finally it stepped out into the hallway, and it started walking towards him, and it went to his kitchen, and it was like crashing stuff around and stuff. And then somebody was like, turn your fucking lights on. And he was like, he tried to, and I guess his power was off. And yeah. And so somebody said, get in a circle and finish it. Like, you got to finish it. You got to tell this thing to leave and finish like what you're fucking doing. And so he got in, and while he's trying to finish it, this thing is like just tearing stuff up, and you can't see shit. And his dog's like barking around and stuff. Like, I was more scared for the dog. Yeah, I was more. His dog was going crazy though. But I guess he finished it. But he just had that clip of the shadow thing behind him, and then in his room, and then coming out of the room, and then going in the kitchen, and then that was it. I haven't watched the full video, but yeah. There
was a time when I was staying at a friend's house when he said this room was haunted. There's a graveyard like nearby, you know, or something, you know. And we took a picture of the room. We was like, okay, it looks kind of red. Yeah, that's kind of like a little red. And we took a picture, and it had like this red kind of area around it. Mm-hmm. Then we told it to go. Then we took another same picture again. It was all clear. We started talking to it, you know, trying to talk to it, like, hey, what's going on here? Why? Like, and like, do you sense anything? I'm like, sense like it's like, I don't know, it seems really violent, you know, it seems like it's really bad, and then like all of a sudden all the lights went off in the house, and we're freaking out. I think it wants to kill us. We're like, go away. And finally the lights came back on, like it might have been a power surge, but I think it's bad, so we're just like, you know.
So what kind of camera did you use?
Damn,
Jesse. It was probably an old camera, so it was like 2011 or something.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. What we learned in this ghost class is most of the older stuff is actually better.
Really?
Yeah, especially Polaroids, because they can't.
So we were using an old digital phone, but like we used the same phone and we took the same picture, but my friend was like, "No one's gonna believe us, so might as well delete it." And plus, we didn't want anything else around, you know.
Mm-hmm. Something else we learned is if you take photos with a 35 millimeter and you look at the negative, if you have some kind of weirdness on your photo that you get back, if it's on the negative, that gives you it's more credible that it's not altered, because you can't really mess with a negative.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
So our teacher was big on, you know, not doing digital.
Older electronics.
Yeah, that's why I bought Yeah, old school tape recorder.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, where'd you buy this at?
I just bought that at Walmart.
Really?
But I did get a digital voice recorder as well, because if you have two sources, these are mainly to try to catch what are called EVPs. You're trying to catch voices that aren't in the range that we can hear normally, but sometimes a recorder will pick it up. And the lady that taught the class, we heard EVPs from the VFW on 6th and Peoria. We heard a little girl. She said she was 5 years old. We heard EVPs from the Mayo Hotel. A man saying that he was stuck in the walls. We heard an EVP from, I believe it's called the Tulsa Theater, formerly the Brady Theater. There's a story about a lady falling off the balcony.
Whoa.
We heard an EVP of someone, and then a thud at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing anything?
I'll
Oh, the
check
cave
it out.
house. If anyone's been to the cave house.
I think I seen a picture of that. You guys went there?
No, we did
Oh.
not go. She said a lot of these places have kind of closed off investigations because it's flooded now. But she's pretty credible, so she actually gets invited to investigate. Gilcrease, she has a tape of what it sounds like, the actual Gilcrease guy.
What?
Yeah, so when you're investigating and you have these you want more than one source. And it's important when you go in to not whisper.
Really?
Yeah, you want to talk in a normal or maybe even an exaggerated voice. Because if, like, one of our managers over there is whispering, we
you
might catch it.
Yeah.
But it's them. It's not really.
Yeah. It's not really a ghost.
Yeah.
Or a spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we also took disposable cameras. Figured that was the next best thing to. We didn't really have a 35 millimeter camera on hand.
Those
What
are
about- what about
expensive
a-
now.
Yeah,
For,
these
like,
are. Can you believe those are? How much did you pay for those?
$25.
What?
Yeah,
For one or both?
for both, but still,
What?
they were
Then-
like $5 a piece.
Really? For old school?
They're expensive to
time ago.
develop, and it takes a long time because everything's digital now. So, incidentally, I am recording this on.
I was gonna ask you that. Are you recording?
Yeah. So,
I
in
know.
case. So, do you want to know if I catch something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you, like, did you hit record or
Yeah. Yeah.
did Jesse,
It's recording
Jesse's
right now.
friend? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's recording. Hers is recording right now.
Give us a sign.
Because how old is this house? Do you know?
I don't know.
It was built in 1967, between 67 and 69. But this neighborhood was pretty much like it started being built in like 1950s.
Okay.
And so houses started like, this whole subdivision started growing around that time.
So yeah, this place might have a history.
I mean, I think so.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Well, like I said before we started, yeah, like we moved in, like, I mean, I think we had something here, but I told it to leave.
Yeah.
I don't really get freaked out. Like,
Yeah.
I was told to not freak out or show it any kind of weakness because it feeds off of that, you know, and you don't want to. You just want to be.
Matter
what's
of
the word?
fact. Just-
Dominant or
Yeah.
God, there's another word. I can't fucking think of it. Huh? There's another word you want to show. I'm just say dominance. I don't know.
Dominant.
But you just want to be affirmative. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Affirmative.
Yeah, you want to
Sounds
be
good.
yeah, something like that. I don't know. At me if I'm wrong. But but yeah, you want to be, just not show it any weakness. And when we moved here, yeah, our TV would like come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
That
would.
thing happened, yeah.
So we moved here, and then we had to buy a new TV because we broke the other one when we were moving. But we had this over here in this corner, and so when it would come on, they would light up everything, and I'd wake up at like 3 or 4 to use the bathroom. And I remember like I woke up, and then I just saw this light coming in, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And so I was like, I looked around, and it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was like, shit. So I got up. I really had to pee, and I was like, fuck, man, I got to check on this. So I just walked around. I came in here and then looked around, and nothing in here. And then I went in our laundry room and checked the door and checked for glass, and then I just kept the lights off because if somebody's here, I don't want to know I'm awake. So I'm gonna fight them to the death. But I checked for glass, and I checked the door, and it was locked. And I came in here, I checked the door, it was locked. That was locked, that glass sliding door. And then checked the rooms and checked this bathroom. And she didn't do anything. Our dog, she just sleeps, and I don't know. And then I just thought, it's probably just the TV. It probably just came on or something. I don't know. So I turned it off, and I went to bed. And it started happening like every other day, I guess, or night. I mean, every other night, I'd wake up and it'd be on. Nothing on. It would just be on the home screen. And so I just like come in here and turn it off. And then, oh man, I think it was one night. I think you were asleep, but I was just awake. I think this was like during COVID and all that when everything was shut down.
Oh.
And so I was up. Obviously, like I just played games all night, and remember like I stopped playing and I was just like here on my phone, and then I heard like, because these walls are pretty like hollow, I guess, is that right? So hollow, and then you could hear like people talking if they're back there or like if somebody hits the wall or something. And so I was like just sitting over here on my phone, and I was watching I think 2K stuff because I was like just playing NBA 2K all the time, and I was just watching videos on how to get different players and how to beat people. But anyways, I heard like some stuff knocking around back here, and I was like, it's probably the wind. I don't know, don't get too freaked out. And then I kept hearing it, and it kept getting like louder. So I was like, fuck. So I got up, and it was dark. Like everything was dark. I just not afraid to sit in the dark and just be on my phone and just chill or whatever. And then I got up and I turned my flashlight on, my phone on, and I went in there, and then like nothing was moved around, like nothing was wrong or anything. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I let it go. I was like, whatever, it's probably nothing. It's probably just me. I'm probably tired because I played this game all day. And it happened again like a couple nights later, but it was like, I don't know. It seemed like it was, I think it was in the kitchen that night. Like there's like stuff sounded like moving around, but it wasn't moved. Like nothing was moved or anything. But I don't know. And I went in the kitchen and nothing was like moved around or anything. But it was like, I don't want to say footsteps. I don't know what I heard. No voices or anything. It was just noise coming from the kitchen now, not back here. So I went in there, and then I was like, all right, yo, like whatever's in here, get the fuck out of here. Like if you don't mean harm, like I'm sorry, but I don't play this shit, know. And I lit some sage or cedar, and then I just went around the house, and I was like, just get out of here. Like I don't want you in here. Like whatever you are, like you need to get the fuck out of here. Like I was like real like mad, I guess. Like you're disturbing everybody, and you're just leave. Like you don't have to be here. Like, get the fuck out. And so after that, never heard anything. Like, never. TV don't come on anymore. I don't think. No, it hasn't been on in a while since then. So it doesn't, like, randomly come on anymore. And yeah, I don't hear anything or anything like that. So yeah,
That's the dog, not me.
it's my dog scratching, doing a trick. She's doing tricks. But yeah, that was when we moved here, and then yeah, I don't know if you heard anything.
I think during that same time, like, there was a few times that I came in here and the TV was on. It would wake me up as soon as I saw the light.
Yeah,
It did it a couple times.
but I hear stuff like I don't know. My cousin says I have a thing for it because I think my grandpa was a medicine man or something. So I'm kind of connected to stuff and kind of just going through the motion of it. So I don't know.
Our assistant Emily over here has that same thing. Manager. Excuse me.
What is it?
You have a thing you can sense. But oddly, she's a skeptic. To a degree, wouldn't you say?
Yes and no. Like, most of the time I would need it, like, right in front of my face to believe it. You know, like, I hear some people's stories and I'm like, okay. Like, their teacher, whenever they tell me stuff about her, I'm like, I don't know about all that. But I am scared, so I do believe in something.
So my theory on ghosts, I guess, would be, there are dimensions that we can't perceive. So I think ghosts have something to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but as natives, I feel like we, there's always a ghost story.
Yeah. Well, that
It's
goes.
my favorite thing growing up. Like all of my dad and all his cousins would like sit around talking about ghosts, Bigfoot,
Yeah.
aliens,
Yeah.
little people.
Yeah. Like we get in a room, and that's what I'd get scared of that too. It was so cool to hear.
It was scary though.
But it was like so scary because they had all these stories about all of that stuff, like you just mentioned. And then I remember we had these things called jack-o'-lanterns back home, where they're just red orbs. They say like not to follow them because they'll lead you off. They just float, and they say like if you ever follow them, they'll just lead you off somewhere. I don't know. I don't think anybody has ever followed them. But I was always told like if you see these things like in the field or something, because there's a lot of fields around, and then you just don't go for them, don't follow them. So I was like, damn, So, and growing up in the res or whatever it's called, it wasn't really a reservation. It was just more of Indian homing, But I guess it could be a res, I guess. But a lot of creepy shit. And then we have old boarding schools that are haunted, and I don't know. We have it's called a superintendent building too. That one's pretty haunted and everything. We used to go around and ghost hunt when we were in high school. My friends had a recorder